Yes. Dear students, last class I had taken about the matrices introduction and the problems based on order and possible orders we are going to write. So, and based on that I have given the assignment and I said you to solve that problem, and I also said that I will give that solutions in my next session. So, today is a part 2 session. So, take down that one. First problem solution. So, I asked about the write down the possible orders, and the possible orders are 1 cross 9, 9 cross 1 and 3 cross 3. And for the second solution, the question was like this: A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. I have asked you to write down A22 value. This is A22 value 4 and A12 value is 2. Next, about the third solution, what was the question? I have given construct 2 cross 2 matrix where Aij is equal to I plus j whole cube. So, here A11, A12, A21, A22. Solution I am giving. So, this is A11 equal to 1 plus 1, 2. 2 cube means 8. A12 means 1 plus 2, 3. 3 cube means 27. A21, 2 plus 1, 3. 3 cube means 27. A22, 4 cube means 64. Therefore, capital A is equal to, your matrix will be 8, 27, 27 and 64 with the order is 2 cross 2. So, this is about the assignment whatever I have given. Now, in today's session we are going to study about the extension of this chapter, which consists of types of matrices. So, write on the next heading, types of matrices. So, types of matrices. In this type of matrices, first will be a column matrix. First will be a column matrix. What is a column matrix means? By writing the example I will show. A is equal to, we know that whenever we are writing vertically it is going to be treated as column. Whenever we are writing horizontally we are going to treat that one as row. So, now here I have written vertically 1, 3, 4. You can take any number of 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, any number of rows. So, here how many rows? 1, 2, 3, 3 rows, 1 column, 3 cross 1. The order is 3 cross 1. So, from this example we can say that what is column matrix? It is a matrix in which only one column is present. What is column matrix? It is a matrix in which only one column is present but any number of rows. Take down the definition. A matrix in which only one column is present. A matrix in which only one column is called column matrix. Example, capital A is equal to 1, 3, 5. How many rows? 1, 2, 3. Always read the rows first, then column. 3 cross 1. It means that here rows number will be going on changes, but column number will be always 1. By taking this example, we can write the general order for a column matrix. Right here important for your competitive examination, I will write CE, general order of a column matrix. General order of a column matrix is M cross 1. Only rows will be changes. Okay. This is about the column matrix. Based on that, this is vertically. If I am writing horizontally, then that matrix is known as row matrix. Take down the second one. Second one, row matrix. So what is the definition of row matrix? So by taking example I will explain. Example, matrix A is equal to, we know that row means we are going to write horizontally. So I will write the values 1, 4, 6. So if you are writing like this, then such a matrix is called row matrix. It means horizontal direction. So what is the order? First read the rows. How many rows are there? Only 1 rows, but how many columns? 1, 2, 3. It means that here first position will be same, always 1 in case of row matrix, because it consists of only 1 row but any number of columns. So take down the definition. A matrix in which only one row, a matrix in which only one row is present is called row matrix. Example, capital A is equal to 1, 4, 6. What is the order? 1 cross 3. So here it may be 3, it may be 4, it may be 5, it may be 6, or it may be n. So generally order of row matrix is 1 cross n. This is important. So I have given this star mark for your competitive exam. General order of row matrix is 1 cross n. Now we will go with the third matrix. As I said, its heading is types of matrix. In that third one, we are having square matrix. So what is a square matrix means? Take an example. A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, and take one more example. B is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11. So by taking this example, we can define the square matrix. So what it is? By looking to this example, what is the order of A matrix? It's an of order 2 cross 2, because 2 rows, 2 columns. Now what is the order of B matrix? It is of 3 cross 3. So now we can easily define square matrix by looking to the above example. Here number of rows is same as number of columns. Similarly, here also number of rows is same as number of columns. So therefore what is the square matrix? A matrix in which number of rows is equal to number of columns. Take down a matrix in which number of rows is equal to number of columns. Example, A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is of order 2 cross 2. So in this example, let us take this closed box. From left top to right bottom, whatever the numbers I have closed, that is said to be diagonal elements. Okay, from here to here it is said to be diagonal elements. Based on that, we are having one matrix, and the name of that matrix is diagonal matrix. So diagonal matrix is possible only in case of square matrix. In all the other matrices it's not possible. Right on? A square matrix in which non-diagonal elements are 0. Example, as I said, it's a important, you have to write a square matrix. Sorry, I'll write here a square matrix. Condition that it should be a square matrix. In your examination, if you are writing only a matrix, means the marks will not be given, because diagonal is possible only in case of square matrix. Example, A is equal to 1, 2, 3, in which non-diagonal elements are 0. You write here diagonal elements. This is your diagonal elements. Now remaining elements are 0. Such a matrix are called diagonal matrix, and please make it as star mark or important, because for 1 mark they are going to ask the definition. There are 3 definitions. One is a diagonal, another one is a scalar, third one is a identity. In these 3, any one they are going to ask for your examination. So what is diagonal matrix? It's a condition, it should be a square matrix. From left top to right bottom is called diagonal elements, remaining elements are 0. Next you take scalar matrix. It is also same definition, but it is diagonal elements to be same here, scalar matrix, but whereas in previous case the diagonal elements were different. A diagonal matrix, you can also call a square matrix, but you can take specially a diagonal matrix, because we know about diagonal matrix. A diagonal matrix in which all the diagonal elements are a diagonal matrix in which all the diagonal elements are same. Example, A is equal to 2, 0, 0, 2. Order is 2 cross 2. So this is anyhow diagonal matrix, but when the diagonal elements are same, then such a matrix it is said to be a scalar matrix. I'll put again here important, 1 mark again. Okay, concept clear? When the diagonal elements are same numbers, you can take 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3. When you are taking 1, 1, 1, then such a matrix will be treated as identity matrix. Next you take identity matrix. So what is identity matrix? It is also a diagonal matrix. A diagonal matrix in which all the diagonal elements are what I said, all the diagonal elements are unity or 1. Example, always the diagonal matrix is represented by capital I, 1, 0, 0, 1. This is of order 2 cross 2. What is of order 3? I is equal to, this is important, in the problems we are going to face this one, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. This is of order 3 cross 3. Okay. So this is also important. Scalar matrix, identity matrix and diagonal matrix are important for your examination. Okay. Next you take last one, null matrix, or you can also call zero matrix. null matrix. Here not a condition that it should be a square matrix, you can take any order. A matrix in which all the elements are zero. Example, so always the null matrix is denoted by O. Capital O is equal to 0 0 0 0 0 0. See here in this example I have not taken the square matrix. The null matrix may be square matrix or of any order. So now what is the order? 2 cross 3. So this is about the types of matrices we have studied. In your examination either identity or scalar or diagonal matrix, it's a repeated question so many times. So now coming to the next one will be the operation on matrices, or else you can also call it is a algebra of matrices. So what is the algebra operations? We all know, remember, it's a addition, subtraction and multiplication and division. But in case of matrices, addition is possible, subtraction is possible, multiplication is possible, but division is not possible. So that we will take later. So first we will study about the addition. So take down the heading, operation on matrices. First we will study about the addition of matrices. Addition of matrices. So by taking the example, I'll just define. So we know that to add any numbers, for example, if you are having 1, 3, 1 plus 3 is equal to 4. It means that addition is possible when minimum of 2 numbers are there. Addition is possible when minimum of 2 numbers are there. Similarly, addition of matrices is possible when minimum of 2 matrices are present. Example, A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and B is equal to minimum 2 matrices 5, 6, 7, 8. But here one condition. So look at to the example, whatever I have written A and B, I have written of the same order. So it means that to have the addition, A matrix, B matrix and C matrix, whatever the matrix we are taking, it should be of same order. If it is 2 cross 2, then remaining all are 2 cross 2. If it is 3 cross 3, the remaining matrices are all of 3 cross 3. So if it is 2 cross 2, this is also 2 cross 2. Then addition is possible by adding the corresponding element. 1 is added with 5. Corresponding elements only added. 1 plus 5, this is 2 plus 6, this is 3 plus 7 and this is 4 plus 8. So this is 6, 8, 10, 4 plus 8, 12. This is of all also order 2 cross 2. Okay. So what is our condition or else definition of addition of matrices? 2 matrices are going to be added only when their orders are same. Only when their orders are same. If their orders are same, corresponding elements are added. The same definition will be there for subtraction. How we have taken the A and B? Instead of this, the operation will be minus. Then it means the corresponding elements are subtracted. This is the definition of subtraction of a matrices. So I will write here second operation. So before going to this, the properties of addition we know then. Properties of addition. So in our basic standards we have studied about the properties of addition. What are the properties of addition? Commutative law, associative law, existence of additive identity, like that. So A plus B matrix will give always B plus A. It means that the matrix addition is commutative. What it is? The matrix addition is commutative. Similarly, second one, A plus of B plus C is equal to A plus B of plus C. This property is nothing but, we have studied in our basic standard, this property is nothing but associative law. So matrix addition of matrices is associative. We can call addition of matrices is associative. Okay. Next you take second one, second operation, subtraction of matrices. What it is? Subtraction of matrices. As I said, the subtraction is possible only when the orders are same. If A is equal to 5, 6, 7, 8, B is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. Now look at to the example, is it of same order? When the orders are same, matrix subtraction is possible. Then A minus B, corresponding elements to be subtracted. 5 minus 1, 4, 6 minus 2, 4, 7 minus 3, 4, 8 minus 1, 4. Okay. So addition and subtraction is possible only when their orders are same. Same order matrices it should be there. If A is of order 2 cross 2, remaining all matrices should be of order 2 cross 2. Okay. Next, third one, multiplication. Multiplication of matrices. So what is the condition to multiply the two matrices? So if A is equal to, what is the order? How many rows? 1 row, 2 row. It is of order 2. 2 cross 3. And what is B? This is of order 3 cross 3. See here, for addition and subtraction I had taken the orders are same, but in case of multiplication here the orders are different. But one thing you can observe, what is that means? This number and this number are coinciding. This last number and its first number are coinciding. It means number of columns in A must be equal to number of rows in B. Observe what it is. Number of columns in A must be same as number of rows in B. If this was the condition, then only matrix multiplication is possible. So AB. How to multiply? Here the corresponding elements are not multiplied. It is multiplied one row with one column. You take like this arrow mark. Here corresponding elements are not multiplied. You are going to take one row with one column like this. It's possible only when number of columns in A must be same as number of rows in B. You have to remember. So multiply this one. So 1 into 1, this is the procedure. You have to remember. When you are moving to the next, you have to take plus 2 into 4. Next 3 into 1. Next one 1 into 2. Next 2 into 5. Next first row with the second column 3 into 1. Okay. How to multiply? 1 into 1 plus 2 into 4 plus 3 into 1. Next will be 1 into 2 plus 2 into 5 plus 3 into 1. Next will be 1 into 3 plus 2 into 6 plus 3 into 2. 1 into 3 plus 2 into 6. Next will be 3 into 2. So in this way you have to multiply. So now first row, first column, second column, third column over. First row, first column, first row, second column, first row. Now move on with the second row. Second row again first column. Four into 1 plus 5 into 4 plus 6 into 1. Next will be 4 into 2 plus 5 into 5. Next 6 into 1. Okay. Next will be 4 into 3 plus 5 into 6 plus 6 into 2. So now the multiplication, you know that this is 1 1s are 1, this is 2 4s are 8, this is 3 1s are 3. Next move on to this, leave some space, 1 2s are 2 plus 2 5s are 10 plus 3 1s are 3. Next there 3 1s are 3 plus 2 6s are 12 plus 3 2s are 6. Next 4 1s are 4 plus 5 4s are 20, 6 1s are 6. Next 4 2s are 8, 5 5s are 25 plus 6 1s are 6. Okay. Next one. What is the next one then? 4 3s are 12, 5 6 are 30, 6 2s are 12. I will write here 4 3s are 12, 5 6 are 30, 6 2s are 12. Now what is there here? Here everything is addition. You just add it. 8 plus 1 9, 9 plus 3 12. Correct. Next what is that? 2 plus 10, 10 plus 3, 2 plus 10 how much? 12, 12 plus 3 15. Right. Next it will be 3 plus 2 15, 15 plus 6 21. Next 4 plus 20 24, 24 plus 6 26. Next this will be 25 plus 6, it's a 31, 31 plus 8 39. Next this will be 12 plus 12 24, 24 plus 30 54. This is of order 2 cross 3. So to multiply the matrix, what is our condition? Number of columns in A matrix should be equal to number of rows in B matrix, and row is multiplied with column, but you have to remember here the corresponding elements are not multiplied. So based on this addition, subtraction and multiplication, you are going to face one of the problem in your examination which consists of 5 marks, that is for question number 40. So take down the problem. What is that problem means? You just write the heading 5 mark list is and one question number 1. If A is equal to 1 2 minus 3, second 5 0 2, third one 1 minus 1 1. This is your A matrix. Next take down B is equal to, what is B means? First row 3 minus 1 2, 3 minus 1 2. What is the second means? 4 2 5. Third one is 2 0 3. Next you take C matrix. C is equal to first row 4 1 2, 4 1 2. C is equal to first row 4 1 2, second row 0 3 2, second row 0 3 2, and third row is 1 minus 2 3. So these are the matrices of same order. You just check it out. A is of 3 cross 3, B is of 3 cross 3 and C is also of 3 cross 3. Okay. Next, what is our question? Verify that A plus of B minus C is equal to A plus B minus C. This is our question. So now looking to the question, in our question there is a presence of operation plus and minus. As I said, the plus and minus operations will be possible, or else matrices addition subtraction is possible only when all the matrices are of same order. You can observe it's the 3 cross 3, remaining 2 are also same. Now solution. Now they are asking verify, is it LHS equal to RHS or not? We have to check. Solution. So always we have studied that first of all we have to equate the bracket elements. In the bracket, which one is that? B minus C. LHS B minus C is equal to, B value is 3 minus 1 2, this is 4 2 5 and this is 2 0 3, minus C value is 4 1 2 0 3 2 1 minus 2 3. Okay. Now corresponding elements to be subtracted. 3 minus 4 minus 1, minus 1 minus 1 minus 2, 2 minus 2 0, 4 minus 0 4. Next will be 2 minus 3 minus 1, 5 minus 2 3, 2 minus 1 1, 0, minus into minus plus, it is a 2, 3 minus 3 0. This is B minus C. But what is our LHS? The complete LHS was A plus of B minus C. Now take A plus of B minus C is equal. What is A value? 1 2 minus 3. 5 0 2. Next will be 1 minus 1 1. Next what is that? Operation was plus. Right here plus. Now what they are telling? B minus C. We got the B minus C here. Minus 1 minus 2 0. Okay. Minus 1 minus 2 0. This was 4 minus 1 3. Third one 1 2 0. Now it say operation is plus. Whenever plus is there means order should be same. Yes, it is same. Corresponding elements are added. 1 minus 1 0. 2 minus 2 0, minus 3, it's a minus 3. You know the corresponding. So 2 plus or minus minus. 5 plus 4 9, 0 minus 1, 2 plus 3 5, 1 plus 1 2, minus 1 plus 2 1, 1 plus 0 1. This is of A plus of B minus C. This is your equation 1. Somewhere else I'll write the equation 1 so that we will tally. I'll write here equation 1. 0 0 minus 3, 9 minus 1 5, 2 1 1. Now we will move on with the RHS part so that we will check it out. Is it both are same or not? If same, we have verified. If not, we have not verified. So RHS part. In the RHS part, which is our bracket elements? A plus B. It means whatever the elements are present in the bracket, we have to equate that one as first. A plus B is equal to, what is A? 1 2 minus 3, 5 0 2, 1 minus 1 1 plus B. What is B? 3 minus 1 2. So 4 2 5, 2 0 3. Okay. Now add the corresponding element. So 1 plus 3 4, 2 minus 1 1, minus 3 plus 2 minus 1, 5 plus 4 9, 2 7, 3 minus 1 4. This is of A plus B. But what is our question? A plus B of minus C. A plus B of minus C is equal to, what is A plus B? You just write here, it was here 4 1 minus 1, 9 2 7, 3 minus 1 4. So here operation was minus, take minus. C they are asking, C is already present in the question. 4 1 2 0 3 2 1 minus 2 3. So now corresponding elements are subtracted. 4 minus 4 0, 1 minus 1 0, minus 1 minus 2 minus 3, 9 minus 0 9. This is 2 minus 3 minus 1, 7 minus 2 5, 3 minus 1 2, minus 1 plus 2 1, 4 minus 3 1. This is of equation 2. I have written equation 1 here. Sorry, this was equation 1. Now check it out. Equation 1 and equation 2 elements are same. Is it same or not? Check it out. 0 0 minus 3 first row, 9 minus 1 5 second row, third row will be 2 1 1. Okay. So when equation 1 and equation 2 are same, then we can call that the question is verified. Therefore from 1 and 2, A plus B of minus C is equal to A plus B minus C. This was associative law. Similarly, we are having in case of multiplication problems also, you are going to face either addition problems or multiplication problems. Those multiplication problems I will take in the next class. You just remember addition is possible when all the matrices are of same order. Okay. So the multiplication, number of columns in A must be equal to number of rows in B. And one more, in your competitive examination you are going to face how the addition is commutative in case of matrices, but in case of multiplication the commutative law does not exist in case of matrix multiplication, but it will exist in some other matrices. Either it may be a diagonal matrix or identity matrix. What is that one? I will explain later, but those will be helpful for your competitive examination. This is helpful for your theory examinations. Okay. In today's class we have studied about the types of matrices, operation on matrices and the problem, 5 marks. In the next class I will take about the matrix multiplication problem, and also I will explain about the transpose of a matrix and its property, also some problems based on that. Okay. Thank you.